How you doing today, folks? So I want to start this off by saying that I hope you all are safe. Everyone is sound. Everyone has what they need, and everybody's doing the best they can to stay prepared and ready for whatever the hell this weirdo shit might become. Now, I don't normally record videos like this, but I really feel the need to. So a couple things, right? One, the whole great toilet paper famine and this whole COVID-19 thing. I really am having a very hard time understanding the logic behind a lot of this stuff, right? Now, if you look on the internet or whatever, if you just browse just a little bit, just a little bit, small little Google search, you can find cases of all the emergency hospitals being closed down that were sprung up in China for COVID-19. Italy's still doing kind of bad, but they are starting to recover. Most of Eastern Europe is still doing pretty bad, but they are starting to recover. Now, this whole thing, it's going to take its course no matter what. You know, um, a lot of people are referring this to like as a common cold or whatever. It's not. Is it going to be the end of the world, the apocalypse? I highly doubt it. That being said, this video is more about stupid people, right? So, first things first, I really can't stress everyone to be as prepared as possible. Not so much in terms of hoarding items and everything else, like this is going to last years or whatever. We're looking at a couple of months. The whole thing hit ground zero in China and then it, pretty much fizzled out in a couple of months. Worst comes to worst. Now, what I want everybody to be prepared for is the fallout from individuals. Now, I live in Stockton, California, right? So everything is sold out over here, per expected. It's pretty much that way everywhere else. But there has been a general state of panic. So one of my female friends sneezed in the store, right? We were literally going grocery shopping. We were grabbing some stuff, and she sneezed. And this grown ass man literally turned around because he was so afraid of this whole COVID-19 thing and shoved her straight into an aisle. Huge bruise on her back, everything else. And I knocked him on his ass. The guy got knocked out in front of his children. And like pretty much 95% of different violent story, nobody won that. People are panicking. This person hurt somebody who didn't do anything to him, and he got hurt in front of his kids, and then the cops took him away. It's just stupid. But this is what's going to continue to happen. People are being stupid. There's also been a rash of robberies all across the state and country as a whole of people who did not prepare and that wanting to take people who did. And I almost kind of understand this, right? If you, for example, if you're grabbing 200 pounds of meat, like I actually know someone who grabbed 200 pounds of meat, you don't need that shit. Not, I mean, it's not. There's no way in hell you're gonna eat that much meat in this little time period or whatever. But somebody who is feeding a family, they might need that. Now, am I saying that going in somebody's house and robbing them is okay? No. But I want everybody to try to understand where people are coming from. The only way we're going to get through all this thing is to remain positive and to remain calm because people are acting fucking stupid and we can either be a part of the problem or part of the solution. I actually have this little piece on me right here because I had to use this to defend myself. Now, mind you, I didn't stab anybody. Didn't come to that, thank God. I was literally helping a neighbor of mine who was managed to go way out of town and grabbed a big ass thing of toilet paper. I think it was like Charmin or something like that. And she was like, "Excuse me, can you help me take this into my house?" I was like, "Okay." I grabbed a whole bunch of heavy ass groceries. She grabbed that one thing. Some random ass person charged her and they knocked this old lady, probably like 70 something years old, to the ground and tried to rip that out of her hands. And I had this, attached to my belt sheath, and I pulled it out and I charged at the guy, and the dude dropped toilet paper and called me fucking crazy and ran. But I mean, this is toilet paper here. This is something that is not some tremendously gigantic thing, and this is also the fifth occurrence that I've had of this. Also had to hurt somebody try to break into our house. It's insane. I am not so much afraid of the whole virus as I am about going to work, as I am about leaving people that I care about alone who can't defend themselves or don't have the training to. It is absolutely insane. So I just very much want to urge everybody to be, to take a deep breath, to rethink their choices in life, to maybe share a little. Um, I had previously grabbed some extra water, some toilet paper, some other stuff. Prior to this whole thing happening, I buy in bulk in general. And I started passing some of that out to people in the neighborhood that know didn't have anything. At this point in time, it's very important to, just try to give a little, show a little bit of human kindness. There's so much nonsense around that that little bit goes a long way to give people hope that not every single person is a monster. And I don't think anybody's really trying to become that way, but this is what panic does. This is why, whenever you, I don't know if any of you guys train martial arts or not, but the first thing they teach you to do is to be able to beat down that panic, to be able to control it, to be able to use it. Because if you let it take over you, no, you're done. You're not going to remember the training, the stuff your coach is shouting out to you, and the math isn't in a register in your head. You go into this little crazy place. And panic either makes you shut down or makes you go absolutely nuts. And there kind of is no middle ground to that. So, again, I hope everybody does a little bit of research, see that in places where this disease is hit, it is passing. Will the U.S. get shut down? Let's be real here, probably. China got shut down, Italy got shut down, multiple places in the UK got shut down. The odds of the US not being shut down are pretty insignificant. Now, that being said, that is not the end of the world. That is not the apocalypse. That is a preventative measure to help this whole thing kind of fade a little bit. And if that happens, again, I encourage everybody to do the best you can, to be respectful, to be loving, to be courteous, to try to understand where people are coming from. Now, by all means, protect yourself, because people are dying from this. Face masks and other things, washing your hands, just basic stuff to try to maintain yourself and to keep you in a healthy state. Fantastic. Me personally, I'm drinking those emergencies, airborne, and vitamin C and immunity tablets almost every day. This is a thing. Do I think I'm necessarily going to die from it? Not really. Do I want to avoid getting sick and being in a fucked off situation? Absolutely. So again, everybody, please take a deep breath. Please do a little bit of research. The media is designed to scare you. The news is designed to scare you. Do your own research and you will find articles and proof that is not talked about that this is going to be okay. And for the love of God, man, to people who are panicking and people who think they have no other choice than to take, just try asking. They might say no, then ask somebody else. Not every single person is bad. Not every single person will try to hurt you. But there are some that will. So, be the difference. Don't let this whole thing control you. Don't let this whole thing end you. Be the difference you want to see in people. And that's it. As always, folks, I love you all very, very much. I'm going to be recording more videos because we're all pretty much on not necessarily lockdown, but things have definitely slowed down a bit. So I'm going to record, have this thing uploaded right now, and then probably do maybe 2 or 3 more in the next couple of days. I normally do 3 a week. I'm probably going to do 5 a week. I'm also thinking about doing a live stream. I have no idea how to do that, so that'll be interesting, but maybe that'll entertain some folks. Anyways, thank you all for your time, folks. I love you all very, very much. Please be safe. Please be calm. Please take care of yourself. And as I always say, please do the best you can to be a better person tomorrow than you are today. And I do promise you will find your center in life. Take care, folks. Bye.